This is Jay, and I'm here today doing a review of Houwood. This is a three-episode series on Tubi, so go check it out. It is from Blackjack Productions and with writer, director, producer King. Um, go and check it out and whatnot. It stars Bryce Ivan, I believe his name is. He plays the main character, which you can see right here in Vic. And yeah, so this is my review of the three episode series that I've seen thus far. This is just a review. I'm not going to get spoilers. I'm not going to give away plot points and stories because I want you to go and check it out. But this is just my thoughts on the series, what I've seen, um, the positives, the negatives, and going forward. This series is about Vic, who is a character who finds himself in kind of like a series of unfortunate events, which kind of spiral throughout the time frame in these three episodes. Um, Comes across characters, and obviously, if you can't tell, Houwood, it takes place in Houston. Um, so my thoughts on these three episodes. I was entertained by the three episodes. I liked them. I've seen a lot of room for growth in a good way. Um, you know, I'm definitely going to watch season two if there becomes a season two. I'm definitely going to watch it and see what comes of it. Um, Very good cinematography. I really like the shooting of the cinematography in this series. That was one of the strong points to me. The music was another strong point. Um, the um, the locations were really good because this is the Jey and Meka channel, and Meka was watching it also, and her knowing the area and certain references and certain things that she's seen, that was pretty cool. And I love like the intro, outro, and things like that. Like all those, the aesthetics and things like that was really great. The story, I like the story. Um, the story to me is in the middle, and I'm gonna explain why in a second. But I understand the story, good story. Um, so here's what I said about this story. Um, I really only had two issues with this series, and those two issues were pacing and editing in this facet. So the pacing was really good at times. Other times it was a little choppy. Only problem with that is with the story when you're following multiple characters, I got lost in the story sometimes. Luckily, I was able to kind of keep track of certain things to keep my place in the story to, you know, um, but that was my only thing with that was just a little bit of pacing. Not even it wasn't even in an extreme way, but just a little bit the pacing. Um, the biggest issue to me would be the editing at times. The editing was losing me in conjunction with the pacing. Um, those are the two things. And like I said, there's always room for growth. There's always room for growth. But those two things at times was getting me a little bit lost in the story, in the progression of certain characters and where this person goes versus what's going on here and whatnot. Like I said, by the time I ended the third episode, I was able to follow what was going on. So I was still able to be, you know, drenched in the story, but I was a little bit lost with certain aspects came into play and certain people came into play and whatnot. But I do like the cliffhanger that it was left on to build towards a season two. So I am looking forward to that. And like I said, this is a like I said, it's three episodes. It's an easy watch. Give it a shot. Go check it on Tubi, and it's definitely worth watching. Giving it a shot, seeing what you think about it. I personally, like I said, I'm going to be watching season two of Houwood, when it comes out. I'm looking forward to it. And mainly I'm looking forward to seeing the progression, the growth, you know what I mean? With certain things with this story because I feel there is something there. Definitely, I've seen it in this first season. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So go check it out on Tubi. And like I said, Houwood on Tubi. Um, so like I said, go check it out on Tubi, Blackjack Productions, and like I said, by director, writer, producer King, and starring Bryce Ivan as Vic, along with the rest of the cast who did a good job. I look forward to seeing more from them. So this is my review of Houwood. Go check it out. Again, this is Jay from the Jey Media channel. Give us a like, comment, subscribe. See you.